Hello all, I am going to present our work evading forensic classifiers with attribute condition adversarial phases. First, let's discuss the impact of recent generative models. These generative models are very capable and can create incredibly realistic synthetic faces which undeniably raises security and ethical questions on digital platforms. To encounter these synthetic faces, phase forensic classifiers have been developed. But it's worth noting that these classifiers are susceptible to adversarial images, presenting yet another layer of challenge. Now let's shift our focus to the limitations of current adversarial image generation methods. Firstly, these methods tend to produce images with detectable noise patterns which can be exposed under human evaluation. Secondly, they lack face attribute control. Such type of control is critical, especially when considering the potential misuse against specific ethnic groups or age groups via social media. Lastly, these methods are generally effective only in the white box settings, thus limiting their applicability. Now we have a clear set of objectives for our proposed approach. First, our method should be capable of evading forensic classifiers through the use of adversarial faces. Second, it should produce faces with specific attributes that appear normal to human observers. And lastly, it should be transferable, which means that it should be capable of fooling unknown forensic classifiers. To this end, we make the following three contributions. First, we propose a new method for generating adversarial fake faces. Secondly, we make subtle changes to the faces so that they appear normal to the human observers but fool deep forensic classifiers. And lastly, our approach uses a meta-learning based framework to create transferable adversarial images that can effectively fool unknown forensic classifiers. So, this is an illustration of our proposed approach. Our attribute condition adversarial face image generation approach generates face image with some specific attributes via guidance from either a reference face image or a reference text prompt. Instead of generating face image randomly, as shown in the purple dot, and making it adversarial using the recent state-of-the-art approach by Lee et al., we leverage the highly disentangled latent space of StyleGAN2 to generate these attribute condition adversarial faces. So now let's discuss about our method. So we have two methods. First is image as a reference and second is text as a reference. First we discuss our image as a reference method. Our framework is shown in the figure. We first adversarially optimize only over the desired attribute specific layers of the StyleGAN to transfer the attributes like pose, expression or color to the generated image. We have also highlighted our optimization objectives and defer further details to the supplementary material or the main paper. Now, next, for our text as a reference, we leverage the power of rich joint vision language representation learned by the CLIP model. Our optimization scheme aims to modify the latent vector of the StyleGAN under the CLIP laws and generate adversarial faces that effectively fool unknown forensic classifiers. Again, we highlighted our optimization objectives and refer further details to the main paper. Now, we discuss about our meta-optimization based approach that results in improved transferability. We use a generic meta-learning based frameworks to improve the transferability. Specifically, given a total of t+1 forensic classifiers, we first randomly sample t classifiers and use t-1 classifiers for meta-train. For every iteration of our optimization, we shuffle and choose different combinations of the meta-train and test pairs from the set of t classifiers. The latents are first updated to evaluate on the meta-test model, and finally we aggregate losses from the meta-train and meta-test stage both to optimize our latents. This will result in improved attack success rate against unknown face forensic classifier models. So now let's discuss about our results. The attack success rate and FID scores are shown in this table. It can be seen that our approach results in more attack success rate while having lower FID scores. Similarly, we can see that the corresponding styles of coarse, middle, and fine layers of style gain are effectively transferred to the output image depending on which layer of the style gain we are using for optimization. So this is the results of our text-based methods. We can see that the image contains the attributes provided by the text prompt. All of these images are able to fool the forensic classifier. Similarly, these are few quantitative results indicating comparison between assemble and meta-learning based thing. We also compare our proposed approach with the naive approach and show that our approach is approximately 5 times faster and equally effective. These are few additional results. The first is the effect of using the identity loss. First column shows the input image to be edited and the adversarial images are presented in the second and third column. It can be seen that in the third column, when we use identity loss, the ID of the source image is effectively preserved. Similarly, attackers can generate diverse adversarial images corresponding to a specific text prompt using the proposed text-guided approach. We show examples corresponding to text prompt Chinese girl and dark skin. Thank you. We are looking forward to see you in our poster session.